So should you focus on your happiness or your spouse's happiness? It's a good question, right? Something to think about. I was watching Black Girls Rock episode one time, and I think it was the one where they honored Jada Pinkett and Pinkett Smith, whatever you want to call her. She got an award. But yeah, so they honored her and everything, and she was on there talking about her and Will's relationship. And now we all know Will and Jada have one of the most dynamic type of relationships in this black love world. A lot of people strive to have that type of relationship in some aspects of it. You know, I personally believe do what works best for you. But nonetheless, goddammit, they've been going for some years. So something that they're doing is right. They're doing something right. But yeah, so back to my question. Do you make yourself happy first or do you make your spouse happy? Now, Will got on stage and Will was like, the key to our longevity was that he did not care about making Jada happy. He cared about making himself happy. And that was an interesting concept to me. I was like, how in the hell you not care about your wife or your spouse or your old lady or your girl, whatever, your dude or whatever? How do you not care about their happiness and call yourself being in a relationship? But then he broke it down. And he was like, you know, when I cared about my happiness, I did what made me happy by her. And I was like, you know what, that's pretty damn real. In a nutshell, what he was saying was, it made him happy to see a smile on her face. So why not do the things that put smiles on her face to control your happiness? Makes sense? And I was like, phew, phew. And that's when I made a decision. I decided that, you know what? I'm going to focus on my happiness. I'm going to focus on being the best me that I can be so that my wife is excited to be in my presence. Excited to call me her own, because I'm just as elated to be in her presence, to be with her, because I'm feeding into every ounce of her being. Every ounce. Now, do I do it right? Not all the goddamn time. By no means am I perfect, or are we perfect in this thing called love and this thing called marriage. We're still learning. You know, we're a young couple, 2 years in the game, but for the most part, that's my rock. You know what I mean? So why not make me happy? Because she makes me happy. So if she makes me happy, I need to focus that energy on her. How can I help her achieve the levels of excellence that I know she can achieve? By support. How can I help her be the best mom in the world? By being the best father in the world. So when they compare her as a mother to the man that she's standing beside, him as a father, them as a cohesive unit, it's fucking amazing. That's how. You know, and I had to tell her that. I told her, I said, you know what, you need to focus on you. Like, sometimes we as husbands can become overbearing in our approach and our delivery towards our wife. You know what I mean? We want them to do every goddamn thing. I know I do sometimes, but you know, you just gotta think, bro. Like, say to yourself, am I tripping? Is it really that serious? Should I really be expecting her to clean the house, wash and bathe the kids, cook the food, have sex with me, be on top of her entrepreneurship, do what she need to do at work? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. And in our world, we're like, yeah, goddammit, that's what she's supposed to be doing. But dawg, let's be real, bro. Like, pick two. Pick two and hold her to it. Hold her to it, goddamn. If you want to be fucked and fed, hold her to it. But you need to be holding your end too, bruh. You need to at least make sure the house clean. You know, wash some clothes, do whatever. Don't just sit back on your ass and say, oh, just because you're my wife, now I can sit back and be your son because you wanted a mother. You know. Now on the flip side of that, ladies, you gotta be on top of your shit too. Just because he is, you know, doing all of these things and cleaning the house and helping with the kids and stuff like that, you just can't leave him on the burner. You got to remember that this is the same guy that had needs when you met him, and you were meeting those needs. You know, us as men are simple human beings. We forget fast. So if you do some shit that pisses us off, you know, shit, apologize. Say, I'm sorry. We'll be over. 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Right or wrong, fellas, leave me a comment. And do your best. You know, and I'm sure a lot of you ladies do your best. But, you know, don't hold back whatever kind of drive and ambition and emotion and everything that you had going on in your life prior to that guy, prior to your husband, prior to your boyfriend, your man or whatever. Stick to that shit. Stick to that shit because that's who you are. That's your identity. And without your identity, who are you? You're nothing. I don't mean that in that way. Well, you are just a fraction of your potential. That's what I mean. You're a fraction of your potential when you succumb to just falling in a comfort zone and falling in order of what a guy thinks you're supposed to be doing. Nah, bruh. Stay on your shit. I'm not going to say get on your shit because I already know as a woman, you're already on top of your shit. Just stay on your shit and continue your grind. So that brings me back to my question. Who do you make happy? Yourself or your spouse? These are just my opinions. Every day, I strive to put a smile on my wife's face. Just as you should, my dog. Every day. And it's not by force. It's by habit. It's by joy. It's by knowing that when she smiles, I smile, the kids smile, the world smiles. When she's straight, I'm straight, the kid's straight, the world is straight. Because it's your duty as a man to be the energy and the light and the example that your woman follows by. She's a split image of you, man. Continue what you're doing. Get on your grind. If you're not on your grind, get on your grind, fellas. Get into some books. Go to the library. Read. You know, 5 Love Languages. It's a great book, man. I know we was doing a book phone challenge yesterday. I decided I'd take part. So, you know, I'm holding these big ass stack of books next to my ear. But that's cool because at least I'm feeding my brain and I'm saying to myself, if I want to change who I am, I want to change my life, and I want to be a better spouse, a better husband, a better everything in this world, it starts with educating myself and living what I'm learning. As long as you do that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. But I'm done with that soapbox. I know some of it may have made sense. Some of it may have been rambling or whatever. But for the most part, I think it's some good value in there. And I'm going to continue to make these videos for y'all. It's a little segment I'm going to try and call the GruuV. You know, check it out. I've been working on it. So if y'all could, man, if you got value from this, if this was helpful, if you thought it was cool, you enjoyed what I talked about, leave me a comment. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. Whatever social media you see this on, do the thing that they like for people to do when you enjoy what you just heard or what you just saw. Do that. You know, just to kind of give y'all a snippet of some of the things we're going to talk about on the GruuV, man. We're going to talk about self-love. What does that look like? You know, to love yourself. We're going to talk about loyalty. You know, that's one thing I know my wife is big on is loyalty. And I know a lot of people are big on loyalty, but what does that look like? You know, does that mean inviting your friends when you know they're not going to come? Is that loyalty? Could be. Does that mean loyalty? You know, we're going to talk about, we're going to get in that. We're going to talk about the meaning of friendship. You know, friendship is definitely essential to the soul. So we got to talk about that. We're going to talk about the state of black men in America's world today. We may even get raunchy. We're going to talk about threesomes. Do they belong in a marriage? Yes or no? I want to hear you all's comments on that. We're going to talk about that. Some of these will be live. The best ever 420 groove. You know, I'm pretty sure some of you enjoyed the 420. And I want to hear your stories. You know, the world wants to not necessarily laugh at you, but have a laugh of the fellowship that you had with some of your friends, man. And many more to come. That's going to be the groove. Once again, if you found value in this video, like it, share it, comment. Really, man, do whatever it takes to let the rest of the world hear about this and see about this. Go to my page, the GruuV website, the GruuV, where you'll find podcast episodes where you can go in and listen to some podcast episodes to come. Check me out. Peace.